y'all to do is hit that like button. Let's send out the notifications for the people who might not know that we're here. I already know how YouTube do these notification things. Also, for everybody who does not like the program, but you also like to show up and pull up to the program, you can hit the dislike button because it does the same thing. Let's go. Anyway, I want to have a conversation today. Recently, we've been talking a lot about hip-hop, rap. Last night, we actually talked about the situation that's going on in Howard. I spoke on this kind of a little bit. We've hinted at this for a couple of days now. I spoke about this, I believe, the day before yesterday. Not really extensively, but today I want to have an extensive conversation. And you already know how we feel about all our frontline workers. You already know how I feel about them personally. So I want to have this video today and talk about them because they're going through a strike right now. Do you remember about 2 weeks ago? I think it was about 2-3 weeks ago, maybe. We had the whole conversation where we was talking about how our EMS workers, our FDNY, NYPD, all of those workers, our nurses, especially the nurses, because we was actually having a conversation about the nurses in the hospitals and the doctors, that they were being replaced and that they were going to get fired if they didn't adhere to this mandate that says that they have to get the jab. So right now, there is actual protest that's going on that involved the NYPD and the FDNY/EMS. And I want to have a conversation about that because at the end of the day, these people saved our lives when nobody else was willing to go outside, when nobody else was willing. I live in New York City. And you know how they say this is a city that never sleeps? This city was sleeping. It was all a disease. I don't know what to tell you. So I want to have a conversation about this particular situation and how we thank our heroes. I think that too often we don't thank our heroes and give them their flowers in time. I think often we wait until our heroes are long gone or have already suffered when we decide that we want to give them their flowers. So I want to have a conversation about that today, if y'all don't mind. With that being said, we're going to do roll call in about another minute. So anybody that want to be involved in roll call, get your comments up now. And I want to talk about the whole 50 Cent. So 50 Cent pulled up the Rolling Loud, as y'all know. Wait, y'all might not know that. Oh, yo, did y'all hear? 50 Cent pulled up the Rolling Loud. But that's not even a big thing that I want to point out. He brought out DaBaby with him. DaBaby. So 50 Cent goes to Rolling Loud, does an incredible show, and he brings out DaBaby with him. There's a couple of things that I want to say about that. We're going to get all the way into that in the conversation. But I want y'all guys to hit that like button, immediate, or the dislike button. It don't really matter to me. Y'all could battle for all I care and see who wins today. Let's try to get 100 likes, and let's try to get 100 dislikes. Let's go. None of that shit matters. We have a government that is saying the most important thing is that people get this jab. That's what this government is saying. And I'm not saying it's not. But I just think that the most important thing is people. I think at the fabric of any decision or any discussion that we have about where we want to go in our journey that we call life on earth, I think that our discussion should always start with people. What's best for people? Not what's best for the person, not what's best for that group, not what's best for whatever, but what's best for people. And I think that often one of the main components that we have to discuss when we're talking about people in general is their mental health. I think that if a person isn't able to be mentally healthy, it's going to be pretty hard for them or be able to, it's going to be pretty hard for them to be able to navigate life in society. Like, it's not going to be good for their mental health. It's not going to be good for their physical health. For anybody that knows, if you know, you know, a lot of your mental health has to do with your physical health. It's going to be bad for their relationships. It's going to be bad for their circle, the people around them. So we want to cultivate a society where we have positive self-images and mental health issues are at a minimum, not at a premium. And I think that by taking people's choices away from them, and by forcing people to conform to things, I think that we're going to be suppressing a lot of our society. A lot of people is fine with it, don't get me confused. But I believe that a lot of society believes that, or at least we've been living under the auspice that we have the decisions that we can make on our own, that we ourselves are the creators of our own destiny. I mean, they literally, when they was going across America, had a mantra that was manifest destiny. That was literally at the creation of America. So I say all that to say this. When I see these frontline workers, whatever y'all want to call them, wait, what do we usually call these guys, by the way? Put it in the chat. When I see them out there doing what they're doing and protesting, I think that we got to stand with them. And let's have a extensive conversation about this. With that being said, let's do roll call real quick. We're at 5.5 minute mark. The show is going to be pretty short today. It's a long story. I don't want to get into it. E. Simmons says, good morning, Frost. How you doing, lovely E? Hope everything is, pardon me, lovely E says, good morning, Frost. How you doing? I hope everything is going well. What up, DMW? Salute the Darkwing Duck. We got Darkwing in the place. He says, peace, Frost, BBN, and he's dropping Frost all over the spots. What up, Problematic? He says, morning, Frost. Hope all is well. Hope all is well with you too, my brother. I'm very happy to see you up in here. I hope you hit that like button already. Apparently, only 7 people care to be here this morning. I mean, it's way more than 70 y'all in here. 50 brought out DaBaby. I heard it was lit. First responders, thank you, DMW. I want to say something real quick, and I want to be really clear on this. I do not have a problem. Think about, okay, let's forget about what issue DaBaby has currently. Let's forget about what issue Dave Chappelle has currently. Let's forget about what issue our culture has currently with this whole cancel shit that everybody is doing. And let's just understand something. There's this thing called free speech. We're about to lose our free speech because people don't understand what free speech is. I'm going to say this again. Because as an America, we don't understand what free speech is. We're about to lose our privilege for free speech. Real quick example. Somebody will be like, that person got fired for saying the N-word. And they'll be like, that's not fair. That's free speech. Yeah, that's not what free speech means. I just want to throw that out there. Shout out to Brooklyn. Shout out to my niece, Brooklyn. That's Brooklyn with 2 N's. Everybody say what's up to my niece. Check this out. Listen, pay attention. What's Dave Chappelle really in trouble for? He's not in trouble. What are people really pissed off about? 100% free speech. 100%. Just so we can understand what free speech is actually the ability to criticize the government. Free speech is the ability to say a thing critical to the government and not be put in jail. Why does free speech exist? Because when they came over here, a lot of people were actually criminals. That's what people forget. They came over here. When they came over here, like, hold on. Can we just stop everything? Y'all do know the people that we call the forefathers was actually criminals, right? They were over there in Europe doing whatever the fuck they was doing, and they had to run from Europe and come over here to America because they was all going to jail. So one of the reasons why they was going to jail because of what they were saying. So when they came over here, they made sure that there was a mechanism put in place so that people could criticize the government and not be put in jail. That's what free speech is for, basically, for the most part. When y'all guys be talking about you got free speech, that means that you could just insult people and have no repercussions. That is not what free speech is. So I want to be clear on something. Dave Chappelle is being attacked because he said a thing that was not popular to a specific group of people. Every joke is not popular to a specific group of people. What makes them so special? This is not a fight about the LGBTQ community like people think. This is a battle over our free speech. This is a battle over our rights to say that we don't want to get a mandate because we don't know what that is, and we need to see more tests before we put that in our bodies. And when you got people that work for the city like the NYPD, the FDNY, the EMS, you got nurses, you got doctors, you got people that probably operate on brains also. I don't know specifically which doctors decided that they wasn't going to do the jab, so I'm not going to stand over here and act like it was all of the brain scientists. Now, if the brain needs operating, can't nobody do it. I'm not going to say that, but what I am going to say is this. If these individuals believe that we need more testing, and these individuals deal with circumstances that are considered emergencies more than I ever can, I'm going to take their lead on this and say, hold on. Me as a person, I know people that have it. We have people in here that's taking a jab, and a lot of y'all actually applaud it and say that y'all feel safer. And shout out to that shit. But it was your choice for the most part. And I just don't think we should be giving our choices and our freedoms away. And that's just the way I stand on it. And I just want to be clear about something while we're talking about government. I want to say something about Mr. Joe Biden. Can we hit that like button if y'all don't mind? So we could get to 30 likes. Can we hit that like button? I want to say something about Mr. President Joe Biden real quick. A president is supposed to be able to negotiate. Negotiating is the main component of politics. That's basically what we're doing when you're a political figure. You're negotiating terms. The fact that our president doesn't seem to be able to know how to negotiate, and all he does is take everything to the people and say, well, if they don't vote for this thing, they don't care for you, but I do. That's not what the president is supposed to necessarily do. That shouldn't be, in my opinion, the first move. I don't hear no negotiating. When he spoke to our black leaders, he wasn't negotiating with them. He was trying to tell them what they had to do. I'm just saying, I have the feeling that he's operating in a similar manner when he's dealing with political figures and they're trying to make things happen in the world. I mean, I don't have no reason to believe he isn't. So shout out to Mr. Joe Biden. I'm hoping that some of the things that's going on that we need fixed get fixed. Obviously, with any president, everything that we want is not going to get fixed, right? That's any president. Let's just hope that he does more good than bad. That's all you can really ever hope for, any of our leaders. That they do enough good that it offsets the bad. Like what I tell y'all with a joke. If a joke is funnier than it is offensive, I'm here for it. With that being said, we had like 2 drops this morning. I ain't calling none of them bitches. I'm a little slow this morning. Y'all got to pardon me. First, also because I don't really like calling drops before the first 10 minutes of the show also. So boom, because I want to try to get into a flow. With that being said, shout out to Prince to Amir with the $12 drop. Fist. He's like, I'm here, my brother. Every Friday, I drop these $12. Now I'm throwing the cash up in the chair. Who's next? Who's next, you red bastards? You want to know what's I'm going to tell you about some dope shit that happened last night. Hold on one second. Shout out to No Limit War with the $5 drop. Slapping haters. Early in the morning, we need to slap all the haters. What did the 5 fingers say to the face? Every hater needs a slap. We're gonna put a puppy in every yard. We're gonna put coffee in every pot, and we're gonna put slaps on every hater. That's what we're bringing to America in the 2022. All of the hater slaps. What up to Wayne Phillips? This is Blessing in the AM. 3 G's from BK throwing the trial. Send me something on that. I'll do a video. Oh shit, I got somewhere I gotta go. I'm gonna try to do the video on it today. I gotta get some videos out. I want to get more 10-minute videos out. I haven't been pushing those out to y'all lately. I gotta get in that grind. I gotta grind those out to y'all. I haven't been doing that. I want to apologize about that. Problematic said, is it okay I promote your channel on my videos so that I could generate? Yeah, you could promote my channel. How you promoting them? Are you like this rat bastard over here? Because that's the only promotion I get. It's like, you know, I mean, fuck it. Do whatever you're gonna do. Yeah, man, come on, send me something. I'll promote you too. Let's go. Send me something, man. You do whatever you do. I promote people channels all the time. They just always get mad at me at some point and then decide they hate me. I don't understand this shit. Also, shout out to Shakai Clothing. This is some Shakai merch right here. Shout out. This feels so comfortable. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not sure where he gets this particular it feels extremely comfortable, and I love the cut, especially for the guys up here that got these right here. You got these over here, you know what I'm saying, over here. You got these strong necks over here, guys. You're going to like this shirt because of the way that it kind of like cinches up on the neck. I really do like this shirt right here. I like the cut. Very well cut shirt, and you know what I'm saying. When your biceps get big, they're gonna be popping out the sides. Shout out to Shakai Clothing, Shakai USA. You got to shop with these guys. That's gonna be our slogan. That's gonna be our tagline. Shakai Clothing. You got to shop with these guys. This is gonna be our tagline. Let's go. Oh man, let's go. Oh man, my phone is gonna die at some point. I don't know what to tell y'all. You're gonna try to get a live number. I don't know what we're gonna do. You're gonna do something though. Problematic says, we can talk about cash, joy, and tax. Problematic says, you deserve way more subs. You're very intelligent. This is what YouTube's needs, more platforms like this. Yeah, but the people that low energy, they stay attacking me and putting out weirdo videos. So it is what it is, man. I'm still here, so God gotta have some kind of plan, right? Shout out to Black Power Cross. He says, lady loves the traps. I need a t-shirt, bro. Shakai Clothing. I'm posting them today. Copy. So everybody, make sure that y'all go to our BBN channel. Hold on, let me show you our Instagram BBN. I'm posting some Shakai today. Hopefully I can get a picture taken of myself in the fucking merch. I need a cameraman. People be like, yo, Jack, you want to be my cameraman? No, nigga, I need one. I need financing first to pay the rat bastard. As soon as I can pay a cameraman, I'm going to have a dude walking up. I'm going to have a person. It might be a dude, a chick. I don't know. Whoever's best for it. I'm going to have somebody walking around with me everywhere all day, taking pictures, filming stuff. We got to have mad content. Y'all have no idea how much shenanigans I get in. I get into shenanigans all day, y'all. I hate going outside. I'm laughing about this because this shit is funny. I got to get back to the topic. I know I got to get back to the topic. Y'all reminded me. But it's God talking to me right now. He said you've been off topic too long. But hold on, I just want to say this. I promise you, I get the shenanigans all day. I hate going outside. I don't really hate going outside. It's just like sometimes I just really don't be here for it. You understand what I'm saying? Some days I'm here for it, but sometimes, like, especially when I really don't be here for it. I be like, I don't got time for this today, homie. Not today. So that's what it be. God dang it. Let's get back to the actual content. Hey, yo, check this out. I want to say something real quick. I was on the train the other day talking to first responders. I kind of told y'all about this already. So I was on the train the other day. I saw some first responders on the train. I stopped in my chat. I don't know. Asked them about the situation. First of all, I just want to explain something to you. First, I'm going to explain the thing involving the hospital. And then I'm going to explain why we're screwed. Numerous different reasons. Check this out. At the hospital, they fired the workers, right? Boom. Them guys got fired. And then they went and got temps, right? The temps get paid double or some shit. Not double, but, you know, substantially more. You're a temp worker. You get paid more money than the regular worker, right? Check this out. Where the fuck they gonna find temp police at? Can you tell me where they gonna find temp police at? Like, are there police somewhere sitting around like this, waiting for the call? Like, is this happening? Where are they gonna get temporary police from, homie? Explain these things to me. Can somebody explain this to me? When y'all decide to fire all of these police officers, what the fuck? Where y'all getting temporary police from? You can't fire all these guys. Stop. Could y'all stop with this foolishness? We can't do this. Nobody's here for this. What in the hell? Y'all think you got problems with the streets now? They got temporary. Where the hell are they getting the temporary police from? They're gonna go to like a regular security company. They're gonna go to like some regular security company, FJC or fucking Essex. I don't even know. I'm just saying names. They just where they getting temporary police from, homie? Can somebody explain this to me? Do anybody else see why this is a failure of our higher ups? What the fuck? Where they gonna get temporary police from? I'm not even talking about the temporary firefighters. You know how hard it is to be an FDNY? Do you understand? Okay, fuck this. Stop everything. The NYPD is hard enough to find, right? Dude, you know how long it takes to train somebody to be a police officer and they still go out here and shoot people that they don't need to shoot? You just want to give everybody a gun, right? Mic on? Yeah, anybody could do it. That's right. Even though we got all these police officers, and some of these shootings, I believe they're actually accidental. We got all these police officers shooting people on purpose and by accident, and you just want to give a gun and a badge to anybody. Could we give Mike on could we put Mike on in the corner? He needs to get a timeout. Could we time him out? I'm not kicking people for stupid ass comments no more, but can I at least time their asses out? This is retarded. Anyway, forget the NYPD for a minute. Do you know how difficult it is to be a firefighter? You got more dudes that's ready to walk around with a gun on the street and fake being a police officer. You got more dudes that's ready to go out on the street and be a fake police officer like that damn Mike Owen was talking about than you got that's going to want to run into a building with fucking fire. Nigga, I'm not running in no building with fire on it unless there's people in there that I got to save and I ain't got no choice. If I go be a firefighter, then I ain't got no choice. So I'm never doing that job. Every time there's a fire, I gotta run in the building. That shit is a one-time experience. I might die. We ain't doing this. You know how hard it is to get people that's gonna be able to be a firefighter? Do you understand? That don't even make sense. How are they gonna find replacements? Okay, so forget all that. Let's stop all that for a minute. The easiest replacements will be able to be found for the EMS, obviously, because you'll literally be able to go get RNs and nurses and stuff like that. That's going to be the easiest, so I'm not going to make too many jokes. But what I am going to say is this. Let's just be 100% honest. They cannot be just putting temporary police and temporary firefighters out there, my dude. We trying not to get... We trying to have, okay, they're going to put temporary, what's going to happen when you got a temporary police officer out there? That nigga crip. He see his man doing the burglary. He like, yo, come on, man. Okay, I'm going to go down the block, but you got to put that shit back. What are we going to do over here? Come on, man. It's going to be like the Bronx in the 70s and the 80s. Thank you, Mr. Grinch. Shout out to Mr. Grinch. What the hell? What up, Gary Phillips? What up, C. Graf? What up, Emmanuel? He says, just woken up, getting ready for work. Salute. What up, Prince to Amirs? What up, Brooklyn? Brooklyn to Rome says, 8 weeks to put myself through the course. My dude, but you know how many people also are going to fail that course? Bro, firefighters got it made in small cities. They don't do shit. Trust me. They work Friday evening through Sunday morning. And their shift a 24-hour shift. Do you off Monday through Thursday? My point is this. This is New York City. This is not a small town. So they're gonna go get firefighters from other towns, I guess. I guess they could do that. But so they're gonna get scab firefighters? Is there union national? Is that gonna work? You know unions exist, right? Is there union national? Is that gonna work? You know unions exist. I'm pretty sure if you're a firefighter, you are part of the union. Literally, it says local something else. I know it says engine stuff. But I think it could be like local, like whatever they is on their clothes and shit like that. The fuck? He says most people can't pass the firefighting training, but that's my point, Prince to Amir. People think it's going to be hard to get police officers like I do. You know how hard it's going to be able to get firefighters? Do you understand how physically fit you got to be a firefighter? You got to be able to carry somebody that's like 2 times your body weight or some shit like that. And that's not as easy as y'all think it is. Brooklyn in Rome says, you're right. Didn't think about that. Nope. Because to be a fighter, you got to live within 15 miles of the city. Death Crisis says, either way, they have to be lax with the firearms laws or they're going to bring in the National Guard. Well, first of all, there's going to be a whole bunch of people, bro. I don't know. That's what I'm trying to explain. C. Graf said, the fighter fires are one of the most important civil services in the city. That's a whole fact. Salute, my brother. That's no lie told. The hell? How they just gonna get firefighters? They ain't falling off trees. How many do you know? I don't think I grew up with a person that wanted to be a firefighter. I don't think I know one person ever in the history of my life that was like, I want to fight fires for a living. Them guys is dangerous. I don't know no one. So I'm pretty sure how you gonna, nah, we ain't doing this. I don't know what to tell you. I am not here for this. Them guys is crazy. Shout out to them though. The firefighters, homie. The firefighters, homie. Shout out to Chicago Clothing. The firefighters, homie. How we gonna get new firefighters? Wait, hold on. And the firefighters are volunteers? Yes. See, Grab said, we run from fire, real rap. Yo, I'm not doing that. Get out of here. Niggas is like, yo, man, we got this great job for you. It pays 200, it pays 500 grand a year to firefighter. I might consider, but I swear I'm gonna always have a twisted ankle. The bell is gonna go off. I'm gonna be limping. Oh man, guys, you're gonna have to do this one without me. I'll be at the base sending all the signals. What Black Cuddy said, I missed it. I missed it. I can't see it because I need the other phone to see it. Damn, I missed it. Firefighters are one of the most important civil service in the city. That's a fact. Principal admits that the suit is made very heavy and restrictive. Then the air tank. Then you carrying people, more weight of people, plus your own body weight. This shit is crazy. I'm not doing that shit. Shout out to everybody that's a firefighter, though. You niggas is heroes for real, for real. You cannot make this shit up. No, firefighters, a salute to all our civil servants, right? Let's just be clear on this. But firefighters, y'all guys is heroes for real, for real. A lot of people will be a police officer. Not a lot of people want to run into a building on fire, my nigga. You might not get out. I don't know what to tell you. Like, you going in. It's a fact. You're going in. I don't know what to tell you. You got to run with the ladder, and then you got to be able to throw the ladder on the window, then climb up the ladder, then sit in the window and throw it up to the next. Nah, we're not doing this. That's way too much stuff for me. Shout out to that shit, though. Let's hit that like button. We almost at 100 people. We could get up to 40 likes. Come on, y'all. What y'all doing? Yeah, firefighters. First of all, I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. Firefighters is probably some of the toughest niggas. Like the real firefighters. I'm not talking about the dudes that just now doing what I'm talking about. I want to do. I would not be a real firefighter. I'm gonna be sitting in the lab, man, spit it out. Yo, you gotta get to the top of the building. There's kids. I'm gonna be that guy. I'm gonna be on the radio. I am not going in the building. I'll be the best driver of the fucking fire truck. I tell you that. I will kill it in the driving department. But going in the building department, that's gonna be up to you guys. I can also be the firefighter that tell people to stand back. I'm swear to you, I'll be the best at that. Nah, firefighters is superheroes. That's a real fact. People say that shit about police officers. Nah, firefighters is superheroes. Firefighters is fighting some shit that's unpredictable. Fire is unpredictable. Fire is chaos. One Nation Entertainment said the firefighters in New York City are paid, but there are some that do volunteer. No, that's a fact. Brooklyn to Jerome said, bro, in training, you got to drag 200-pound dummy for 50 feet. Then you got to carry it up a ladder and throw it on the platform. I'm not doing none of that shit. Shout out to those guys. Let's clap it up for all firefighters. Can we get it in the comment section right down here? Can we clap it up for all the firefighters? We get some clapping going on. You become an EMS? What up, Wesley Hillett? I don't know one gangster that ran into a burning building. That's a fact. The fight. You know how tough, mentally strong you gotta be. You either gotta have an actual death wish, or you just gotta be like, you know what? Living ain't that important. I'll do it. Maybe I don't. Let me get a job that lends to that idea for a living. You're the best person to be a firefighter. You don't really care if you live or you don't. Let me stop. I'm pretty sure all firefighters want to live. Black Power Cross says, once you become a firefighter, you also have to stay healthy. And people catch cancer and different problems all the time. Yeah, because you have to go in buildings where there's smoke. You're probably inhaling smoke all the time. I walked out my job yesterday over the jab, along with all other cops, fire dispatch, healthcare, and any company over 100 employees. It's about to go down. Shout out to Finest Jews. What up, Finest Jews? I haven't seen you in a while. You gonna come pulling back up again or something? Shout out to Finest Jews. I haven't seen you in a while. I hope everything is going well with you and yours. What up, Lee Vincent? Salute to our fam across the pond. What Big Ape says, I missed it. He said something, somebody laughed. My wife, 215. Oh man, I'm not doing this. What if the Devon Beach were? Where are Friday fam at? Who pulling up on Friday? Somebody put the Cash App in the chat. Can firefighters smoke? Is it a requirement? I mean, I guess you could do whatever you want in your leisure. You could smoke. You could go fight fires in a costume. I don't know. What the fuck? Copy. Look, I know people who work in the medical field personally. I'm not saying doctors or nothing like that. I'm saying just working, the buildings and the facilities. And everybody has to get the jab. And some people are okay with it and some people aren't. I just think that for the people that aren't okay with it, there has to be something more. There has to be something other than just you being relieved of your fucking job. And I think that this comes from leadership, and I think leadership is the president. And I think that the way that the president is handling this particular situation is just, he's not caring about the other people in America, and the president is supposed to care about all Americans. You get that? I think y'all don't get that. The president is supposed to even care about every American, whether they agree with his principles or his logic or they don't. Whether they're for him, whether they're against him, whether they want his destruction, whether they want his chaos. The president is supposed to want, he's the president of all the people. The people who want the jab and the people that don't. The way in which he's conducting himself and carrying on, I just don't think that is presidential, and I don't think that that's a position that he should take due to I don't think that that is the position that he should take due to the position in which he holds. I don't like being pressured into anything. I don't like being pressured into anything so much that sometimes when I like a female and I'm trying to get to know her, I don't put enough pressure on her. Because I truly want to treat people the way I want to be treated. Emmanuel says, Jack, what do you think about the banning of flavored cigarillos? Now we not gonna have flavored. I think that a lot of that flavored stuff is bad for us in the first place, just so we could be clear. So I don't think y'all should be trying to have flavored stuff all the time. Okay, so when I play Street Fighter, I use Ryu. I think that's the best way I could explain myself. When I play generally almost any video game or do generally almost anything, I picked the average player. Or should I say, the player that doesn't have all the extra skill things. When I play Mario Kart, I pick Luigi. I'm the Green Crusader. You understand? So I don't think we should be doing all of that extra stuff anyway. I don't know why anybody ever wanted a flavored blunt. I don't know. That was never my thing. I don't understand it. If I'm gonna smoke, I'm just trying to get high. I don't care what flavor this shit is as long as it's not disgusting. As long as I'm not smoking, it's like, oh man, it's gotta be that diarrhea flavor. As long as I'm not saying something like that, I'm fine. Oh man, this is that, I got that onion right here. As long as I'm not saying that, I'm fine. Yeah, so I don't understand it. Also, this is not a promotion of marijuana or any other agent, anything. You know, this isn't, I'm not promoting anything. I'm just saying, I think that they should have been banned things like, or shouldn't even, I don't even understand why those things are a thing. It just seems like something that sounds like a bad idea to me. Like, why would you want to smoke an incense? Because that's what it feels like. This is what I'm thinking. It's like, you want to smoke an incense? Like, that's all them cigarillo things really are, right? It's like an incense, right? And you put the weed in the incense and you roll it up, right? You want to smoke an incense? I don't understand. So that's just me. That's just me. But also you got people that believe that's the way I want to go. You got people that's on it like that too. If that's the way I want to go, God dang it, don't stop me now. You got people that's on it like that also. I'm just saying, you know, it is what it is. Shout out to Chicago Clothing. Chicago Clothing sent us this. We're going to be posting Chicago Clothing on our BBN Instagram today. Make sure that y'all pull up. Also, if you haven't already, on our BBN Instagram, our shop is up. We have our Instagram BBN shop is up. Go shop BBN. Boom, as you can see. Yeah, I have papers. As you can see, boom, our shop is up. Press the button. You can go buy your BBN merch. Your first purchase is 20% off. So I would encourage that you make like 3 or 4 purchases in your first purchase so you can get 20% off for the whole bundle. I believe that if you just make 1 purchase, you only get 20% off for that 1 item. But if you buy 3 items, you're going to get 20% off for the whole fucking thing. So go buy 3 or 4 items, get your 20% off. Cop your merch, take some pics in it, post it, tag niggas. I don't really. What up, Lord Daniel? He says BBN overseas checking in. Salute. I don't really. I don't really want to talk about marijuana at 5 o'clock in the morning, whatever time it is. I think I'm trying to guess what time zone you're in. What the time is it? 8 over here, 3 hours. Yeah, so you were like in 6. It's like 6 something over there. 2 hours, like 6 something. We don't. I'm not doing this. It's too early in the morning to be having these conversations. Let's get back to the actual conversation, y'all. We don't care if firefighters is smoking weed or not. If they, I don't know what they're doing in their leisure. They banging broads. That's what they're doing. They're firefighters. Have you seen the fucking the damn the calendars? The firefighters are obviously banging broads in their time off. All of the ones that's not married. The ones that's married is home with the kids doing stuff. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Oh man, you said it's 7:28. Where you at? Copy. All right. That's right. Where you at? Like in Ohio or some shit? You in Kansas City. So check this out. Listen, I want to be clear on something. They're having a protest. If I could find out where the protest is at today, I'm gonna go pull up. I really want to go down there, pull up. We go live. We talk to these guys about what the hell is going on. I really want to do that. So I'm going to try to look at and see if they got any kind of protests or anything coming up in the next couple of days. Oh, somebody said your work insurance premiums will go up per month for not taking. They're trying to, look, all I'm saying is this. Let's say for a minute, I read the Bible. They said in the final days, people are gonna try to force us to do a thing. This looks like the thing to me. so I'm really conflicted. Heavy Dro Marley says, wake and bake is a must, Jack Frost. Yeah, but we got kids that watch the program in the morning. This is not one of the things that I would want the children to be talking about. I would want to be talking about in the morning and have kids hear me talking about. Is that fair, my brother? What up, Matthew Perez? He says, I heard that you threatened to report someone to... I heard if you threaten to report someone to ICE, you could be arrested. In New York City, if you threaten to report somebody to ICE, you can be, it is a crime. It's literally a crime. New York City wants people to stop and calling police over bullshit. The police want people to stop calling them over bullshit. The police is tired of people calling them over bullshit. They pull up, shit go left, and now the city is getting sued. 9 times out of 10, the damn police shouldn't have probably have been there in the first place. So the police are tired of getting sued. Not the New York City don't got time for none of this shit no more. I don't know no other way to put it. New York City is done with the people calling the police on people all the time. Let me tell you what happened the other day to me. So I'm in the store, right? I'm not going to tell you what store it is. None of this shit matter. I'm just telling you the story. So I'm just saying this because I got to say this every time I tell a story nowadays. So store, if you're in here, you don't have to say who you are because nobody don't know who you are. So I'm at the store the other day and I go to make a purchase and I pull out my card. And so the guy says to me, and I've been at this store a couple of times and this is illegal, but I don't beef. The guy basically says that he has to charge me an extra charge because they have to charge on your credit card whenever you use a credit card in the store. This is not true. This is actually illegal now. And if somebody went up there and reported dude, I'm not going to report him. If somebody went up there and reported dude, they would be hit with so many fines and everything else that they would have all types of different problems and situations going on with them. So I go in the store and I buy something that costs $7 and I buy something else that costs $4 and the guy tries to charge me $14 because he says I'm using a credit card. Now let's rewind. The day before I had gotten to there was a situation where I went in the store and the dude tried to charge me an extra $1 and change to use the credit card, and I got into a little back and forth with homeboy, and then he didn't want to give me a receipt. I get receipts every place I go. I don't play with these fools. So check this out. So get back to present time when I'm in there and I'm arguing with the dude. The guy says he's going to call the police on me because I'm complaining. I put the shit back, by the way, and I said I only want the thing that cost $7, and the only reason why I bought that because that was something they had to prepare. If it wasn't something they had to prepare, I would have put that back also. But that would have been wrong of me to get them to prepare something and not pay for it. So I paid for the thing that they prepared. So check this out. So then the dude is like, I'm going to call the cops on you. And I stood there and I looked at him. I said, please. I said, yo, look, if you want to call the cops, I'm not going nowhere. Because I don't go nowhere when somebody threatens to call the cops on me. I'm going to tell you why. This happened to me before. I was at a scene where something happened. I got into a dispute with a person. I don't believe I was wrong. They probably don't believe they was wrong or whatever. I walk away from the situation. They call the cops. Now the cops is rolling around the block looking for me. Then they finally run up on me and come and they arrest me, and that shit is mad embarrassing. And they pick me up and I immediately get arrested because I walked away from a situation. If somebody called the police and you walk away and then the police run up on you and catch you, you left the scene of a situation. You understand what I'm saying? So now when people be like, yo, I'm going to call the cops on you, and I know, especially if I know I'm right, I'm not going nowhere, nigga. I'm standing right here. Call them niggas. Then I told them, I said, yo, look, you guys is doing something illegal and y'all want to call the police? Not a problem. And they didn't call the police, by the way. Anyway, the point in which I forgot what the point I was making was. I went right into that damn story. Let me scroll up a little. Yeah, so you got the NYPD and the police and all of these guys, they tired of people calling them because people be calling them for nothing. And then they show up, and then after they show up, everything go left. And now everybody hate the police and they want to defund the police. So no, nigga, we're not dealing with you guys. Stop calling us. Truckers, EMS, PD, NYPD, FDNY, and others will walk off in 3 days. Yeah. All of this is going to backfire. I've been telling y'all this already. All of this shit is going to backfire. They're going to have no choice but to bring in the National Guard at some point or another. And if they bring in the National Guard, did this really backfire? I'll leave that up to you to decide. Mr. Governor says health insurance will consider people who don't take the jab as high risk like smokers. Boom. Hillbilly says, say that you can still get a delivery. Who will be there to sign for it? Get the load ready. Order the load. I don't know what you're talking about, Hillbilly. Even the scene of a crime. Yep. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So when people tell me they calling the police on me, I don't go nowhere. The only way I leave is if I know I was wrong. Not only am I leaving, but I'm going far. I'm getting the hell up out of there. You know what? I'm going to have to take this L. Let me jump on the train and get to the other borough. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. But 9 times out of 10, I didn't do nothing wrong in my opinion. So I'm not going nowhere. You call the police is gonna hear what we talking about. They didn't call the police apparently. And I stood there for like another 20 minutes. Like, hold on. Y'all is not gonna call the police after I leave. We're not doing that. I promise you, I only needed that to happen to me one time. Yep, when you leave, they consider you wrong. You are literally wrong. If the person say I'm calling the police and you leave, you are literally wrong. What are you talking about? Like, even if you're not wrong for whatever the thing that happened is, you're wrong because you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to stay there and give you're wrong. Prince Tormir said, National Guard been by Port Authority since how long? Yeah, National Guard been by Port Authority, but there's a reason why they down there. So you should probably wonder how people can get shot on 42nd Street and the National Guard is literally right there. So what are they really protecting? That's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother day, though. We need a lot of high frequency thinkers in here to have that conversation. And we got to be active. So that's not a conversation we have in the morning. That's a conversation we have at night. I'm not even active enough right now to have that conversation. But just think about that for a minute. People, how many people got shot down on 42nd in this summer? Like 2 or 3 people got shot on 42nd this summer, right? The National Guard is down there, homie. Or whoever those guys is walking around with them fucking big ass guns. What are they really protecting? Shout out to that shit though. Hillbilly said we gave NATO the largest naval base on the planet in Virginia. I mean, it is what it is. I'm 5 people so far this year. Thank you, 300. Maury says, keep your camera on when you're doing business about scary, weird people. My dude, that situation that I told you about at the store, I got that whole shit on tape. I got that whole situation on camera. What are you talking about? I'm not playing with fools. $100 per day check extra for health insurance. Look, man, there's going to be so much, put it like this. There's enough people that are against the jab that if people stand firm, that's all. There's enough people against it. Not a lot of people know how to fight when they outnumbered. A lot of people think because they watch too many of these fucking movies that when you fighting and you outnumbered somebody's. A lot of people think that when you're fighting and you're outnumbered, you're supposed to try to knock everybody out or you're supposed to try to be a Superman or whatever. No, when you outnumbered and you fighting, it's about survival. It's about getting to that next day. It's about getting to that next moment. It's not about knocking nobody out. It's not about killing nobody. It's about you surviving. That's what you do when you outnumbered. So all there needs to be is enough people that are against that and they stand firm and they fight till tomorrow. That is the concept and the idea of Spider-Man. Just hold on a little longer. That's facts. Stand your grounds on your beliefs and decisions. And if y'all don't know nothing else about me, I do that all day, every day. Tell me one time you saw me to not stand my ground on something that I believed in or felt. That's how you know who's genuine and not for nothing. You think Kyrie will ultimately be traded? First of all, they will have to find some way to trade him where the team don't care whether he gets the jab or not, right? Then it'll also have to be a team that is probably in a division where there's have enough other teams that don't care whether you get the jab or not. Because he's not going to be able to play in certain arenas. So it wouldn't make sense for a team to trade for him and every single person in their every other team in their division, he's not even going to be able to suit up against those guys when we go on the road. So I don't even know if I was another team, would I even trade for Kyrie Irving? I would let that Brooklyn figure it out. That's just what I would do. I don't know if I would trade for him. Unless you had a division that you were in. If you were in a division, this is just me talking. If you was in a division where you got a 14 division, let's say, and 5-team division. There's expansion teams now. So let's say you have a 5-team division, and in this division, 3 of those teams, you don't have to get the jab in order to play in the arena. I'll get them. Boom. Because we want to win your division, right? All those other games that he can't play, whatever, nigga. But we'd be able to kill the people in our division. So, yeah, I would trade for him under that principle. But it'll also have to be a trade that's favorable to my team. Because you can't use him. You get what I'm saying? You can't use him at all. He's useless to you. So you just got him on your squad. You can't even use him. So Brooklyn has no, and this is another reason why I don't think Brooklyn should trade him right now. They have no bargaining power. They have a player that they can't use because he can't play because they have personally ostracized him. So they either gotta come back to the table, change some of their fucking parameters in their, or change some of the decisions in which they made, reverse some of the things in which they said that they're going to do. Because right now, James Harden is not getting any fouls. If you don't think that has something to do with the NBA wanting Kyrie Irving to play, I don't know what to tell you. The NBA knows that they're not going to be able to convince Kyrie Irving to get the jab. So the NBA is making life hard for the Nets. Copy? The Nets are going to have to budge on this. Period. Anything else y'all want to discuss? The Nets are going to have to budge. Period. The Nets are just, trying to follow behind the president. That's all. They're just trying to follow behind the president. Once again, when you're the president, you got to be a better leader than the leader that I've seen him to be so far. That's what I'm saying. The one thing that was dope about Obama, there was a lot of things dope about Obama. But one of the things that was dope about Obama, just so we could be clear, a lot of these conversations he would not get into, but he always said people had to make their own decisions. I don't think Kyrie has a short man's complex. Only teams affected by mandates are NYC, and I'm guessing you're saying the Golden State Warriors. That's who plays in San Francisco. They still play in the Bay Area, right? Salute to everyone supporting the channel. Shout out to J-Dub. What up, J-Dub? Haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? Bradley Bill can play not only in Washington, but also in New York with no jab. See? So like I said before, like they're going to have to, the Nets is going to have to step back off of some of these things in which they said. The entire team or the NBA should boycott and stand with Kyrie, but they weak and got puppets like Shaq and LeBron talking confusion. If you are a Black American male over the age of 35, over the age of 30, 32, and you're busy paying attention and taking any type of social awareness direction from Shaq, I don't know what to tell you. Listen, Papa John's got in trouble because the dude that actually started the whole entire organization said the N-word. They needed to be able to get their whole entire brand rebranded. The only way that they can do that successfully is to show that they are not against people of color. What should have happened, in my opinion, is, I'm not sure if they did this, they might have. There should have been donations made to HBCUs. There should have been conversations had by higher up people in there, because this is the opportunity to create the conversation. This is the opportunity for us to show you what side of the line we're on. This is that opportunity, right? What do? Just go get Shaq. So what side of the line do you consider Shaq to be on? Good morning, my brother. So what side of the line do you consider Shaq to be on? That's all I'm saying. 9-foot Jester front man go. And also, if you listen to what Shaq says on the show, he's usually pushing, and I'm not trying to be a dick, but he's usually pushing a line that, some of us might consider to be kind of on the other side of what, us people of color will want him to be pushing. It's just that he also has fucking Charles Barkley on the show, who's an idiot. So Shaq can look good a lot. That's it. Shout out to Shaq. I'm not hating on the man. Do what you do, homie. We got 119 people in here. Can we hit that like button and send out some notifications, please? Yeah, do what you do, homie. I'm not hating on you at all. They said Shaq, at one point, Shaq was spending like $100,000 a day just to live. Like, that was incredible. Shout out to you, Shaq. You're fueling the economy. How could I be mad at you? Is some of that $100,000 going to black-owned businesses? I'm gonna ask that though. Could we get the Cash App in the chat if y'all don't mind? We get some of that. Could we get some of that $100,000 you was spending a day to some minority and black-owned businesses? Shout out to Shaq though. I'm gonna give Shaq a different shout out, a real shout out. This is a real shout out. Shaq made his Shaq sneakers affordable, and he sold millions of pairs in Walmart. So could we clap it up for Shaq? Could we clap it up for Shaq in the chat, please? That's something. The only other person who did that was Steph Marbury, right? So let's clap it up for Shaq. Shout out to Shaq. What up, Malik Garcia? I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing, my brother? Nah, I like Shaq. I do not like Charles Barkley. I like Shaq. Shaq is uber likable. Emmanuel says, Jack, a little off topic, but I want your opinion on Shaq's shoes. I had some black ones in kindergarten. Would you F with them? Shaq's first sneakers were Reeboks. I was never a Shaq wearing Shaq's fan sneakers. I never really liked any of his sneakers. I applaud him for having the sneakers that are in Walmart because it allows for people to be able to buy sneakers of an actual NBA player at a price that is affordable. I couldn't wear the Shaq sneakers that came out of the Walmart, and I couldn't wear the Stephon Marbury sneakers that came out of wherever he was selling them from. But the reason why I couldn't wear them is because of I played basketball too hard, and those shoes are not going to hold up. They just aren't, with all due respect. Like, I was really good, like really, really good. I think 3 years, the only sneakers I played in was the Jordan 2s for like 3 straight years. I just kept buying them every single time. I just made sure I had, only sneakers I played in was the Jordan 2s for 3 straight years. And when I was probably at the height of my basketball playing ability, I think I wore, morning. When I was at the height of my basketball playing ability, I think I wore, what's this dude's name? Vince Carter's. I had the Shocks. I had the Shocks, and then also that bled into the 2s. That was when I was probably my best basketball playing self. I was also dating this chick named Maria around that same time. She was dope. All of my J's I got for free because they were my older cousins. Laugh out loud. Never bought one pair. I've gotten hand-me-down sneakers before. What are you talking about? I've gotten hand-me-down everything's before, nigga. I'm from the X, nigga. I've gotten hand-me-down underwear, nigga. What the fuck? No, that it don't work. That's why it don't work. Oh, it don't work. It's gonna steal money. I heard that there's one on the 2nd floor. Sorry about that. I wasn't really paying attention to what y'all was doing. It says, that's true. I remember they wore out quick. I had some black Jordans I've been rocking for years. Definitely the other ones was less quality. Black Power Cross says, Shaq from Old Hood, Newark, New Jersey. Shaq is on my Mount Rushmore. Shaq is, okay, so as far as bigs go, the only bigs I could think about that were probably better than Shaq is Wilt and 3. Wilt, Kareem. Kareem's probably the best big ever. That shot, all you got to do is get to the end of the game and eat a basket. He's going to hit. He's probably the best big ever. I don't care what nobody say. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He's probably the best big ever. And then after him would be Bill, God dang it, from the Celtics, got 13 champions. Bill, I keep thinking Walton because they both play for the damn Celtics. You know what I'm talking about. Bill Russell. Yeah, no. Bill, I'm talking about just bigs. I think Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the only big I think is better than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is Bill Russell. And that's it. That's it. I don't think Wilt was better than Kareem. I think that Wilt just played against people that he was just so physically superior than. You understand what I'm saying? I think there's players that Kareem played against that was more physically superior than Kareem, and Kareem dogged them. You understand what I'm saying? There's something about having a skill that no one else can do. Bill Russell, thank you. What up, King? Can we hit that like button, send out some notifications? We could get to 90 likes, y'all. Giannis is incredible, but I'm not going to put Giannis in these guys' category yet. And also, I'm talking about centers more than just power forwards. Anyway, could we get back to the FDNY? What y'all want to talk about? We 59 minutes into the show. Usually at the 30-minute, 32-minute mark, we talk about what y'all guys want to talk about. So yeah, y'all right. We putting it in the chat. We just throwing it up. Kareem, man. No, I only put Bill Russell ahead of Kareem because I think that Bill Russell would have been able to guard him. That's the only reason. No other reason. I think that Bill Russell would have been able to guard Kareem. That's it. That's the only reason. That's the only reason. That's the only reason. I think Bill Russell would have been able to guard him. I don't think he would have locked him up or nothing like that, but I think Bill Russell would have been able to guard him. Manufactured food shortages. In fact, what everybody forgets, a couple of years ago, they were burning farms for some strange reason. They were burning pigs, they were burning cows, they were burning chickens. Y'all remember that? That happened a couple of years ago. So no, this isn't an unexpected food shortage. This should have been 100% expected. I was talking about it when they was doing the burning. I said, yo, there's a food shortage that's gonna be coming up. Bill Russell, aka Lord of the Rings. That's a fact. 100K track. Vaughn's manager allegedly said a YouTuber snitched on Moowop and others. Yeah, I know which YouTuber they're talking about. It's not me. I know which YouTuber they're talking about. But once again, us YouTube content creators are not detectives. We are not the police. We are not supposed to be out here trying to solve crimes. What we're supposed to be doing is reporting information. And then if we're also going to do our blogger thing, also discussing our opinions about facts in which we discuss. The problem with these guys is that they're going and they're calling around to try to find out stuff that the police is trying to find out, and then they're making videos about it. Some people are doing this. I am not doing that. I'm trying to solve zero crimes. When shit come out, I'll discuss it. If I know about something before everybody else, I'll wait for the shit to drop first. Y'all already know how I give it up. They did not learn from Zach, no. R.I.P. to Zach TV. I am not trying to solve no crimes. Zero crimes. If y'all understood how much stuff that I be knowing about before the shit even becomes public, then you'll be like, and like, I'm going to tell you something. My system of finding out information is flawless. I be with people finding stuff out and they don't even know. Wait, who's talking about what? What you talking about, Rich? Also, let's get $5 to $10 drops to the Cash App, y'all. Come on, early in the morning. This is Friday. Where our Friday fam at? Y'all talk about Friday all week, and then Friday pull up and you niggas is asleep. I did not mean to rhyme that, by the way. Emmanuel says them dudes did a video solving a murder a year ago before getting locked up. First of all, these guys literally make content snitching on themselves. So please don't. So with that understanding, I don't care what the bloggers are putting up. What I do believe is bloggers are too often pointing at shit that they shouldn't be pointing at. They're finding information out and then they're posting it. These dudes are already snitching on themselves. Just wait for the dudes to snitch on themselves and then report on that. They're snitching on themselves. If you want to, look, it's not hard to report on these guys. They're going to commit the crime and then they're going to make a video talking about the crime they committed. If you want to, if y'all notice, I don't put those type of videos up. Yeah, 50 Cent lit. Shout out, bless you, bless you. I'm going to tell you something real quick. 50 Cent showed why T.I. needs to shut up. Let's talk about this 50 Cent shit real quick. I don't really want to move off this topic too much. So if y'all still commenting on that particular topic, keep it in the chat. I'm still going to talk about it, but I want to add the 50 Cent conversation on top of it. 50 Cent went out and did a show the other day. He looked like he was a little out of breath. He didn't look like he was used to, like he hasn't been doing any shows lately. But his show is still better than most of these shows that these motherfuckers is out here doing. And that's the point I'm trying to make. These rappers, these real MCs, like 50 Cent, they get out there, even when they're not at their 100% best, they are still better than most of these dudes out there that get out there, they don't even say their own lyrics. I'm gonna explain something. I hate the thing that they do now where they play the song and then they rap over the top of the song. No, nigga. That's what your backup people is for. That's what the people on the stage is supposed to be. Your dudes are supposed to know all of your songs. So you're not playing the lyrics behind the jump off. Y'all done did this a million times. Your people know when you need a breath. Your people know when they need to emphasize. Your people know when to step in and put that exclamation mark down and help you say the lyrics. That's what needs to be done. Yeah, they doing karaoke. They playing the thing and just singing along with the thing. Nah, man, they not doing real shows. I don't respect it. I don't respect it. And 50 Cent went out there and proved why he's a real MC and why he should 100% not do no verses against T.I. T.I., get out of here. Don't nobody got time for you. Fucking wrong with T.I., man. Nobody got time for you, T.I. You need to be doing all of your stuffs over the years. Over the years, all by yourselves. The fuck? Nobody got time for you, man. Shout out to T.I., man. The shame is that when T.I. finally does do a versus, if he doesn't kill the person that he goes against, it's going to be bad for him. He has to kill the person he goes against. He has to absolutely murder the person he goes against. Right now, I want Jada 50. I want a Locks against 50. I want a Locks G-Unit versus. If it's not a Locks G-Unit versus, I don't want it. If it's not a Locks G-Unit versus, I don't want it. Rich says, these so-called new artists is lazy for that. It works sometimes, mainly with party tracks or dance records. Manuel says, did you see the Benzino interview on Vlad? He said Coi Leray moved with her moms when she went at like 15, 17 because he wouldn't let her smoke weed. Now, Coi really doesn't F with a dag. No, stop. We don't know what their problem with their relationship is. I'm not taking one side or the other. But what I am going to say is that if there's a problem in the relationship, it's up to the parent to sometimes overextend themselves. They're the fucking parent, okay? Okay? They're the parent. We're not doing this. They're the parent. Sometimes the parent has to overextend themselves. Even if we're going to be on opposite ends of the spectrum. Even if we're not going to see eye to eye. We still have to be in a situation where we're treating each other with the type of respect that we can still love one another. That's the problem with some of these people out here. They think that they be at competition with their children. So that love can never be there. If you're in competition with your child, there's just a certain love that will be impossible. And there's a lot of people out here in competition with their children. So there's a certain love that is just not possible. So I don't know what Coi Leray and Benzino's issue is. I don't have the slightest idea. But I know I'm not picking either person's side. But I am going to say if there's a problem, it's up to the parent to have been a better parent. And even if we're going to be on opposite ends of the spectrum, it's for us to have a better relationship. A lot of people have bad relationships. A lot of people have bad relationships with their parents because their parents are shit like narcissists. Their parents, they don't parent. They just do what I say. You understand what I'm saying? They don't parent. You know, part of parenting is talking to your child and finding out how your child works, right? A lot of people, they're not parents. They just do what I say. If you don't do what I say, there's going to be a punishment. If you don't do what I say, there's going to be a consequence. That's not parenting. That's bullying. So you have a lot of people out here and they believe that the way that you parent their child, the way that you parent someone is to bully them. And then they're adult, their child grows into an adult and they don't have a good relationship. And then they want to go complain about, I gave them everything that I could. No, you didn't. They needed love. That's one thing that you withheld. You did not give them everything that you could. Shout out to Derek. He said they lip sync and I feel they're scamming the fans. 100% scamming the fans. If I paid for a concert ticket, I want to see the live music, not some karaoke event. 100% agree with you. T.I. needs to take one of the longest walks. T.I. walk needs to start where he's clean shaven. And by the end of his walk, he needs to have his beard like down here. He starts his walk. He's completely clean shaven. Baby's bottom over here. But by the end of his walk, his beard is down here in gray. That's what T.I. needs to do. Shout out to T.I. All of those things. Shout out to T.I. man. Shout out to P.S. Shout out to Mr. Governor with the $5 drop. What did the five fingers say to the face? Who's next? He said, coffee on me, sir. Definitely appreciate you. I need the coffees. I need all of the coffees. Hakeem the Dream? No, I don't think Hakeem the Dream was better than Wilt. I don't think Hakeem the Dream was better than Bill Russell. And I don't think Hakeem the Dream was better than Kareem. But I do believe that Hakeem the Dream is a phenomenal talent. And if he actually played against Wilt, he would have probably got killed. And if he would have played against Bill Russell, he would have probably got killed. I think that Hakeem benefited from the 80s when everybody wanted to have the extremely big, tall bigs. And Hakeem was really only about 6'11", 6'10", and he was extremely mobile. So what happened was when Hakeem pulls up and Hakeem is playing, he's playing against people who can't move with the grace or the quickness that he can move with. So he benefited from the way that the 80s already had structured. Remember, in the 80s, they had a lot of NBA teams that was trying to get Twin Towers, right? Remember, I believe the 76ers did it. I believe Houston actually tried to do it with Ralph Sampson also, right? And Hakeem, I believe. So that's what was going on in the 80s. So he benefited from that. But that's a whole nother conversation about a whole nother day. Our phone is about to go dead over here any minute. Our phone is about to go. Patrick Ewing, I'm a Knick fan. Tim Duncan, one of the best bigs, but no, he's not in these guys' category. Patrick Ewing, also not in these guys' category. I think Patrick Ewing suffered from having small hands, though. Because Patrick Ewing's hands were so small, I think that he wasn't able to catch the ball sometimes, and also he wasn't able to make some of his. I think Patrick Ewing had good footwork. He had like one of the best drop steps in basketball, but the problem was his hands were small. Go watch the games. You're gonna see he usually has problems handling the ball. Shout out to Gary Phillips with the $4.99 drop. The 5 fingers discount. The 5 fingers. What did the 5 fingers say to the face? Shout out to Gary Phillips. No comment. Clint Eastwood eyes. Yeah, our phone is about to die. I'm gonna turn it off. I'm not gonna just go dead this morning like we usually do. We're gonna come back though. We might come back with a better phone though. I think I'm gonna go trade the phone in today. Apparently, T-Mobile says that I get a brand new phone from them. So I might go talk with them and see what they're talking about. With that being said, definitely appreciate y'all. Derek says, I know this off topic, but what's up with the street guys, gangsters sitting in jail saying they need money and help, except the government, example, Shotty, Casanova, not a problem. This is what the government is doing. The government is separating people from their money. So what's happening is if you get caught up in RICO, one of the things that the government is most likely going to do is they're going to freeze your accounts. You do know this, right? The government is going to most likely freeze your accounts. So that's what's happening to these individuals. They get all of their accounts frozen. That's one. Two, Shotty never was supposed to have millions of dollars. Him actually coming out telling people that he got millions of dollars is bad for him. Because he then has to show where he made all of these millions of dollars from when we're talking about the IRS. So I don't believe that Shotty should even have taken that approach. I think that this is one of those situations where he should have not spoken about how much money he has or doesn't have, and he should have spoken about other topics or other considerations or other things. And he should have just probably talked up about all of the times that he was pulling the gun out to protect Tekashi 6ix9ine. I think that if he does that, it would have behooved him. I think that the whole way in which he did a whole interview, the interview that he did with those guys, I thought he wasn't bad. He was excellent. I think that the people that was doing the interview with him, they were just allowing for him to talk, and it wasn't directing his conversation. You do know the interviewer is supposed to direct the interviewee to all of the things that are supposed to be interesting to talk about in order to build the content. With that being said, shout out to Jay Hodges with the dub drop. Jay Hodges with the dub drops. Jay Hodges for content and laughs. Shout out to Jay Hodges. I hope I can give all of you guys much more of both of those things. This phone is about to cut off at any minute, and then y'all gonna just be sitting in here, and I'm not gonna be here. If y'all want me to just let it cut off, and y'all just want to chill in here in the chat and just treat it like a chat room, let me know. I won't stop the live. I'll let it go off that way. Y'all can just chill in here and talk with each other. Let me know if y'all want to do that. That helps the channel, by the way. That helps me with watch time. So if y'all want to do that, I'm 100% with that. If that's not something y'all want to do, just let me know and I'll just double. But yeah, so the government is just separating people from their money. So Casanova actually did have money to be separated from. If everybody forgets that the government actually said that Shadi had something like $30,000 in the bank. So I don't know how Shadi is then talking about he got 1.5 million or 1.2 million or whatever he was talking about. I just think sometimes these guys are so busy trying to impress other people that they're just saying things that are just detrimental to their freedom, detrimental to them living a happy life. Like, y'all want to be free. You want to be with your family. You want to be with your kids. You want to do stuff. You want to go to great adventures. I don't know what you want to do. I don't want to go to great adventures. I might want to go to great adventures. I'm not sure, but I'm not getting on them damn roller coasters and them things you can keep them. But the point in which I'm trying to make is that Shadi has to show where he got the money from. He was too busy trying to talk about how millions of dollars he got. Now he has to show these millions of dollars to the IRS. How's he going to do that? Sometimes people just got to think before they talk. You understand what I'm saying? I think that people are too eager to please other individuals. Stop being eager to please. Be eager to feed your family. Be eager to feed your kids. Be eager to take your wife on a nice vacation. Be eager to buy to grow your enterprise with your family. Be eager to figure out a way to get you and your friends' business off the ground. Be eager to do that shit. Stop being eager to go to jail. Stop being eager to impress people. Stop being like that energy. You don't need to be here. Appreciate you, Jay Hodges. He says, all right, Jack, have a blessed day. Gotta work. Appreciate you. Dude, Jay Hodges, were you in here the whole time or did you only pull up to do a drop? I'm curious. Hit the like button, everybody. Also, I tell you what, I'll leave the live open every single day. I'll leave the live open that we get to 100 likes. So anytime that we have this show and we do morning coffee, I'll leave the live open after the show. I'll let the show go all the way dead battery. But we have to have at least 100 likes. That's the only way. If we don't got up to 100 likes, there's no reason for me to do it. There's not enough people to stay into the chat or not enough people that's interested, right? So you do that for me, I do that for you. This is how I know that this is something that you guys want. That's all I'm saying. I don't know if it's something that you want. People really hate when you give them things they don't want. Okay, I'm people. Let's want to be clear on that. I'm 100% people. I hate it when people give me stuff I don't want. And you got to stand there and be happy about some shit you never wanted in the first place. Thank you. It's all the gratitudes. I'm going to re-gift it. You just know I'm not re-gifting nothing. You give me some shit, I'm going to keep it until I can use it, or it's just going to stay with me forever. I'm going to use it or lose it. One of the two. Gonna come back to me. You're gonna be like, what about that thing that I bought you 2 years ago? I'm be like, what was it? You're gonna tell me what it is. I'm like, I don't know, man. It was in a box. I don't know where the box at no more. I'll leave the live open today though. So I'm saying in future reference, morning lives, I'll leave open if we get up to 100 likes. I'm gonna leave it open today since this is something that I just thought about and I think it's fair. I think it's fair. The people that should be hitting the like is the people that hate me. They should be hitting all the like buttons. I would assume they would love to stay in the chat after I go off live so they can talk shit about me, right? They should be the #1 people hitting the like button. Oh shit, we could make the live. We could make the BBN live even with Jack Frost not here. Then we could try to talk all that crazy shit about them. Let's make sure. Is this year a better time to create a business or get a job? I think that we should always be trying to create businesses, period. I think that if you are that type of mental makeup where you have the ability to create businesses, run businesses, or whatever the case is, I think that you should never stop and never give up. Warren Buffett didn't become a millionaire until he was like 50. So that's just a fact that I just want to throw out there. Warren Buffett didn't become a millionaire until he was like 50. So for everybody that's always trying to tell people to give up on their dreams, I'm sad and sorry that you gave up on your dreams. And maybe you consider yourself to be a failure because of that. But you can always pick up where you left off at and try to rekindle that spark. You don't have to give up on your fucking dreams. People giving up on their dreams don't. You could always just rekindle that spark. All you got to do is take something out of your life that you don't need so you can make time for it. People put too much stuff into their life that they don't need, and then you can't make time for the things that's important. You know, that's a lot of times why women are mad at us men. We'll go do all of the things in the world, and then they'll come back to us and be like, well, we wanted to do this thing. And they'll be like, yeah, but I was hanging with my friends. Nah, you got to make time. Period. I was in a conversation with somebody the other day that basically said, what can a person do if they got 2 jobs? Basically, if they got 2 jobs, they can never be there to raise their children. And I'm busy looking at them like, what the hell are you talking about? That's your child. How are you not making time for your child? You got women out here that got 2 jobs, raising 3 kids, and they still make time for their children. And this whole dude, I don't know what kind of time he was on, was busy telling me if you got 2 jobs, you can't be there for your children. Well, you got to get rid of one of those jobs then, homie. I don't know what to tell you. You got to get better at something so you can have one job. You have to be there for your children. That's not negotiable. Like, how are we negotiating being there for your children? I don't understand this. Anyway, shout out to that guy. I don't know what to tell you. No, you should always be trying to build businesses. Even if you have a job, you should be trying to build a business. First of all, we should have a hobby. You don't have a hobby? You should be good enough at your hobby that you should make a couple of bucks. Why not? What up, I Am Tired? When I first started doing the BBN Network, I had a job. I had to quit my job at some point in order to be able to put all of my energy into this. I went on public assistance for a year. I think a year and a half, something like that. My first check from YouTube was $100 and something, and I didn't get that until I was on YouTube for about a year and a half. So we got dudes getting on YouTube that want to get a check 2 months after they get on YouTube. I was on YouTube for a year and a half before I saw a cent. And I had to quit my job. And I had to get on public assistance so I could allow myself to have the time and the energy to put forth towards making what I was creating. So if you got the drive to do something, do it. You understand what I'm saying? That's why when people try to talk bad about me, I'm like, you don't even know where I came from, homie. You don't understand how much energy I put into this. You don't understand how much time I put into this. You don't know about all of the times I'm sitting in there talking to my freaking camera for hours and hours and hours, just trying to learn how to be able to do this, just training myself to be able to talk to the camera, training myself to be able to speak without, well, I've always been a pretty confident speaker, but to be able to do it easily, more publicly, easily more public. Well, you know what I'm trying to say, you rat bastards. So that took time and effort. It took me months before I was able to do this live with an audience. Months. Prince to Amir says, if I ever got EBT, I would feel no shame. No, what in the hell? First of all, the only people that should be feeling shame about getting assistance is the people that are never trying to get off of the assistance. You're not supposed to get any kind of assistance for you to live on this shit. What in the hell? You're supposed to get assistance because you got a fucking plan. You just need a little bit of time. That's it. I got a plan. I just need a little bit of time. What's up, Drop Kill? That's why you get on some kind of assistance. That's why you get help. You don't get help because, you know, I want to live on this help for the rest of my life. No. What the hell? I want to be in a position where I can help people. What the fuck do I want to live on somebody else's help? I can't wait till I could just walk down the block, see somebody that I'm like, you know what? Let me cheer that person's life up. Reach in my pocket and hand them a $100 bill. You know how dope that would be? I'm going to tell you something. I'm not going to say that. But all I'm saying is make it common to help people and not expect a thank you. Make that common. Make it common to help somebody, and then after you help them, say, you know, whatever you say, and then just walk away and don't care if they say thank you or not. Because you did not help them for you. You helped them because God put you to be walking past them to give them that existence. You're just doing God's work. That's it. How the hell else God is going to get anything done if he don't do it through us? That's it. So make it a habit to just start helping people and not expecting anything in return. I am Tyus's assistance is just a minor setback for a major comeback. That's a fact. What up, Ramsey Ali? Haven't seen you in a while. Happy you've been coming back the last couple of days. This is top of the morning, Jack. Let's get some $5 drops happening right now. Well, you can start it off, homie. What the fuck? Don't talk about getting it started off. You do the drop, and in the drop, you talk about getting it started off. Anything else other than that is trolling. So now we waiting on you, Ramsey. You up. Good morning. Okay. Yeah. Now we waiting on you, Ramses. You up next. Also, my battery is about to die any minute now. So, I don't know what to tell you. Freaking Ramses coming here talking about let's get some $5 drops going. You ain't did the drop yourselves. 300 said, I allegedly sold drugs until I was able to open my business. Now I could be on YouTube all day and get paid. Yeah, look, it is what it is. Look, this is the number one thing that I try to tell people, man. We have to decide that what we're gonna stand for and what we're not gonna stand for. Oh, what up, Ram? Oh, shout out to Ramses. I'm laughing. Shout out to you, homie. Shout out to you, homie. You know I'm laughing. We both know I'm laughing. Shout out to you, homie. And you all appreciate it. And I think that was respectful, the way I handled that. It was respectful, right? That's not why I haven't been over there, though. I haven't been over there because it's hard for me to record because I'm usually either moving around or it's hard for me to do the recording without having too much background. I think the problem is people think that positive people, just because you're positive, you do have the right to get upset and get angry. I think often people think that in order for you to be positive, you got to be running around happy like this all day long. You're like, oh man, all of the good things. You don't got to be like that. You could be a positive person and not necessarily be smiling and happy every single minute of your day. You could be a positive person and something happens that upsets you. You could be a positive person and something happens that irritates you, that frustrates you. You can have other emotions other than happiness and be a positive person. That's all I'm saying. People think that the only way you could be if he ever gets angry, even a little bit, he's not positive. People say shit like that and people agree. And so I don't know where this is going from. Why do you think I be thinking people is low frequency? 300 said Fetty Wap just arrested on federal drug charges, Jack. Fetty Wap just arrested. Let me look at it real quick. We're leaving the chat open. I'm leaving the chat open. So at some point, it's just going to be the scrolling thing and I'm going to be dubbed. And y'all can stay in here and do all the comments that y'all want to do and go back and forth with each other. Also, when we do this, y'all can also do drops, whether they're going to be to the Cash App or whether they're going to be to whatever you want to do. So we leave this open, y'all could also do drops. But I guarantee you, if we leave it open and y'all start doing drops, I'm leaving it open every time from now on to the end of existence. I'm gonna have to forget. The fuck? They be like, yo, BBN got that dope chat room. He do the live morning coffee. And then after morning coffee, he just leaves his chat room open for the whole day and we just be in there chilling. What we talking about? Oh, wow, Mariah Carey. This is what's going on? Okay, this has to be an old picture. If this is not an old picture, this ain't even fair. How's Mariah Carey still looking like that? What is she, like 80? She is not that old. I'm fucking around. She'll probably like around my age. Wait, then she still should be looking fine. You know what? Shout out to Mariah Carey. Oh man, I don't make no sense. I enjoy myself. Look at this, new products available to be added on to my shop. Go to the BBN shop. That's our BBN shop. Go to our BBN shop on Instagram. Cop some merch. We got the new pillows that they just telling me right now are available for sale. We about to make these shits available for sale right now. Let's go. Got some new merch they're allowing me to add. I'm adding all of the merch. I don't even care if it looks good or bad. I'm joking and shit. All our merch look good. I like this pillow and that mug. Anyway, what up, King Slayer? Dropping all of them fools. Rich says Erykah Badu looks amazing too. She reminds me of much of my mother. I used to date this girl. Her name was Shanine. Shout out to Shanine. I used to date this girl, and no lie, they used to tell me she looked like Erykah Badu. I didn't see it, but apparently almost everybody we knew thought she looked like Erykah Badu. So shout out to Shanine. And she was beautiful though. She could easily be a model right now. That's a fact. I've dated a couple of models. She could easily be a model. That's a fact. I am 100% one of those dudes that be single for a dumb long time, and then when you see me pull up with something, it's a baddie. I'll be like, nothing less, nothing but the best. It was dumb ass, don't pay me no attention. I'm just waiting for the shit to cut off at this point. I'm gonna leave it open for y'all. What else we talking about while we still in here? We got 101 people in the chat, man. Hit that like button. I don't know who would versus. You know what? Lauryn Hill could do a versus against Erykah Badu, and that would be incredible. Erykah Badu is a whole legend. That's a fact. What up, Ramsey? I did show you love. I didn't do the 5-finger drop. Oh, no, I didn't. I apologize, Mr. Ramsey. I was too busy talking about the other thing because you know I know who you are now. Shout out to Ramsey Ali with the $5 drop. What did the 5 fingers say to the face? Who's next? Obviously, I didn't miss you on purpose because I say who's next after every one. I always want to say who's next. I didn't miss you on purpose, my brother. My apologies. Matthew Perez says, laugh out loud, my shot. Y'all really like when I call y'all drops out. That's dope. Nobody else does that, right? Shout out to Jake Fools, BB Networks. Matthew Perez says, laugh out loud. My Shaq sneakers back in the day ain't even have laces. Shake my head. All I'm saying about them sneakers is shout out to Shaq. I think that's dope that y'all like that I do y'all call out y'all drops. Whenever I don't call somebody drop out, y'all always be like, yo, what happened, Jake? I'm laughing about some weird shit happened to me last night that was dope. Some guy was just walking his dog and I was just walking past him and the motherfucker was like, Jack Frost. I said, huh? He said, yo, I watch your show. I was like, yo, that shit was dope. I usually expect for people to recognize me and want to fight. So I'll be walking, I'll be like, oh man, I see somebody recognize me. I'll be like, God damn it, I'm gonna have to get into his scraps. What up, Deontay Watts? I'll be like, oh man, I'm gonna have to get into all his scraps right now. This guy, he's gonna want these bad things that happens to me. None of the bad things. 0 of the bad things. I'm just waiting for the thing because this people is like filling up in here and everybody is being so polite and nice. I'm just so grateful. Like, y'all don't understand. Like, I'm grateful for everything. Like, right now, I'm living inside of one of my dreams. Just because it's not going the way I expected it to go, that doesn't mean that I didn't wish for this. So I appreciate the Most High. And I appreciate the Most High. And I appreciate the situation that I'm in. And I'm living inside of one of my dreams right now. I'm a YouTube content creator. I create content. Everybody see me all over the world. It's not going 100% the way that I want it to go, but that's the way shit works sometimes. And then when I get to my next dream and I start living inside of that next dream, maybe it'll be a little bit closer to what I want, but at least I'll be doing what I dreamed about doing. And that's what it's about. Let's go. I'm extremely grateful. Shout out to everybody that do the drops also. Because without you guys, I don't know what to tell you. We're going to try to do some lives today. I'm going to try to do a live before the Tonight Show. But as y'all know, I'm not in my own spot right now, so I got to be mindful that other people also need this comment area. I'm going to leave it at that. I got to be mindful of that. Come on now. What up, Timberland TV? Says salute, checking in from Atlanta. Let's go. Shout out to Atlanta, salute. Last thing, I want to go out on this. Let's make sure that we support our first responders. Shout out to Rich with the $2 drop. He says, one up. He gave me a whole free man. I appreciate you. He gave me a whole. Can we get some more stickers? Y'all need to drop, when we go off, when this shit deads, y'all need to just have a sticker war where y'all just is battling each other's with stickers. I swear, I think that would be so lit and dope. Y'all should just have a sticker war. Shit only costs $1 or $2, right? I'll come down to Atlanta. I'll come down to Atlanta. Y'all should have talked to me in the beginning of the summer. I mean, once I get a little bit more situated, I want to move around and go do shows all over the place. Shout out to All Gas No Breaks. He says, shouts out to Frost in the chat. Shout out to you, my brother. Yeah, yo, as soon as this shit dead and they kick me because my battery is dead, y'all should have a sticker war. Sticker wars. It's only like $1 or $2. What the hell? And shout out to all 79 of you rat bastards that hit the like button. I appreciate you guys. And also, in addition, shout out to all of them people that hit the dislike button. You guys are also valuable. Shout out to all